Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field.
What's up, y'all?
Tackled just shy of the 25.
Long time no see on the camera.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play.
One big hit, and he's already tired.
An intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap, Fields. This is caught by Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now Fields. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Play action. It's Fields.
Wow.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
A run commit? What the heck was that?
Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
When you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First game without Hutch. Let's see how this new guy is.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
2nd and 4.
Hey.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First game without old Aiden.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Yeesh.
Incomplete. Trying to find Jameson Williams, and that'll bring up second down. You look at the Saints defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Fields. Flush to his right. Oh, good move. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Lions at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
There you go, Gibby.
Into the end zone, touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now they can't bring him down. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. McDowell. And he stopped immediately. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Didn't know Gibbs got hurt.
It's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield.
You're risking that.
Ball. Not something they usually go over.
Guess we're going to feed King Henry right now.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Henry up the middle. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Woo, what a dime.
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
What a dime.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Perry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Shit. Caught me on the line.
He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
Wow.
Complete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. A 1st down carry for Henry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there.
Somebody felt that.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. In motion right, that's Williams. And he'll get it here on the jet sweep. Gets past one man, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up.
Guess Gibbs actually hurt pretty decent, huh? Because he ain't coming back in right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Oh!
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this 1st half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this 1st half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Lost the lineman already for like 4 or 5 weeks.
Called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This now a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
It's complete to Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First carry of the game for Hassan Haskins.
Oh, my God, go.
And he's got it down.
I don't know how the hell he got out of there, but I'll take it.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. In motion, the tight end. Here's Fields. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
J-Mo just getting open today.
Lead up to 34-0. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
You've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll keep it on. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Damn.
And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
I don't even know who hit him. It was 2 people that hit him.
Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideliner. Flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And this is showing faith in a running back who just lost a fumble a minute ago. There's return for a touchdown. Now, some coaches might let him think about on the bench for a bit, but he's right back out there. They're showing that they have confidence in him.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, McDowell down to the 42, 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. McDowell. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
Wow.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
he's really just running out the clock right now, huh?
3 yards on first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit
going
to
for
see
the
about getting 3 points.
Make sure the shutout don't happen.
It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
Chewing the clock the second half.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage.
Taking those starters out, too. Do I leave the... Yeah, I'm going to leave the lineman in at least. I'll leave the lineman in at least. Except for maybe Sewell, huh? Take Sewell out. Leave Nelson in. Leave Rhodes in. Wingo and Sherwood in. Rodrigo can stay. Leave Nowak in at least. I'll leave those in. Poole, Bamford, Blakely. I'm gonna leave the rooks in at least. Melifonwu in. Rhodes, yep. Nelson, yep. We can go Nowak and Rodrigo. Bamford. Blakely. Alright, we good.
Team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Eventually, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Wow.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. McDowell shifts past him at the 45. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a handoff up the middle. McDowell, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Gonna kick my neck.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
First down, they'll stick with Haskins. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Second down and 4. They run it again with Haskins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll run it right side with Haskins. And shedding through the tackle.
What? That wasn't a first?
Play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about
Okay.
the length of the football.
How about that one? I don't know about that one.
The Lions on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
2nd down, and they go back to Haskins.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Hassan Haskins.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. A little juke. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And
Yeah.
that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there, following a punt of 42. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
71 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
A give to Haskins up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Hooker now off play action.
He completes it to Henry. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Run it just to try to get first and end this thing. If not, he can end it.
They'll try and run for it. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling
Good game,
their
Nate.
business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in the this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in the film session.
So for Detroit, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year, and they will hit the road
next week next time.
On the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Saints, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.